Hello, everybody. We are back on the Newton Star League here with Marini versus Flannels, also known as Marini Lopici versus
Jack Summers.
Jack Summers. That's his name. We're gonna. Marini has chosen MLG Antiga Shipyard, although he didn't know what the hell this map was, so I'm not actually sure. And meanwhile, the stream's been a little bit laggy, and we're aware of this, so I'm going to turn off the HD recording and instead just do it straight from the stream. So it shouldn't lag too badly anymore now that it's about 45. Shut up, Henry. The map hasn't even loaded yet. I'm not clearly.
Wait, Henry's on?
Lag. Unless that's not Henry. Hyun Pika, it sounds like Henry.
Alright, if it's Henry, then oh my god.
Henry, you should be on the game, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah, he should be. It's like
you should
really
be
going
on the game. If you're Henry, if Hyun Pika is Henry, you should be playing right now. We actually. Oh, this is Nelson. Okay. And the food is, of course, going to lag up every game. And there we go. The game should be started. Right now, it's at about 30 FPS. I think we're all right.
Wait, who is lag. It? Who is UHH?
Hyun Pika? He is Nelson. So he's just being stupid.
Okay.
Meanwhile, can somebody find Henry? Okay, whatever. Either way, we're back into the game here. On the bottom right corner, we have Mayor Marini himself, the president of Bronzeville. He's going to be playing as the Orange Terran on the right. Everybody give him, what do you call it? A round of applause in your head, because this is a stream, not in
virtually.
Meanwhile, on the other hand, Flannels on the top corner. He is wearing the flannel jacket, and he is building a supply depot. It is your Green Terran Jack Summers. Woo. Anyway, we are on cross positions here on Antiga Shipyard. Cross positions, I really want to see a macro game here between these two players, if Marini can handle it, and if Flannels doesn't get too supply blocked. Either way, I really want to see a really nice tank line with a bunch of whatchamacallit. With a bunch of drops and a lot of cool things with Marines. I want to see MVP versus Select. That's what I want to see. Meanwhile, both players are going to be going.
That's pretty high expectations for these two guys, you know, to meet.
I know, but like, I mean, I want a game like the games me and you play when they're macro, except TVT. That's the kind of games I want to see. In the end, the better player is going to win this game, but
due to great positioning, because TVT is just all about positioning your tanks, getting the right amount of vision from your air units to attack the enemy. I mean, Terran, you need to have good positioning. I just don't know what else to say.
Marini here built a supply depot and queued up a refinery. So instead of building that refinery on 13 or 14, he has built it on 15 because he randomly queued it up to the supply depot first. You're supposed to use two separate SCVs, but he decided not to do that. Meanwhile, speaking of vision, neither player has decided to scout when you were talking, actually. Now, Flannels has started scouting. Hasn't been able to find anything. He seems to know this map well, considering he's actually checking each spawn point perfectly.
I mean, it's possible that he, played it a couple of times on the ladder. It is a ladder. It's
possible considering he's plat. Yeah. And we do see a factory coming down. This is basically the same build that Flannels had gone last time. We're going to probably see a tech lab right now from Flannels as soon as he notices. Meanwhile, his SUV is stuck on the back because both players did wall off their base, and therefore he can't get any scouting information right here. He's gonna have to poke up right here and see what he can do. Yep, there comes the reactor. I meant not tech lab if I said it before. The reactor here on the racks to swap with the tech lab. He has found his enemy, and Flannels has moved back. Meanwhile, Marini deciding not to scout this game, as who cares, I'm going to the same build anyway. Meanwhile, we don't see any add-ons on this rack, so he's still very flexible to anything to build. Although, the thing with Antiga Shipyard is that you can actually just attach an add-on here to wall off, but you can't do that if you put a supply depot here, so he's going to either have to re-wall off or not put an add-on to this barracks.
I mean, Marini is going the same build that he went last game, 2 barracks with a tech lab into a factory. I mean, last game we saw, it wasn't that effective because Jack had sieged up tanks outside of his base and just rained shells, I guess, onto Marini's expansion. But hopefully we'll see something different from Marini this time. Hopefully
Maybe
he'll
some
split up
medevac
his
play.
troops.
I would actually love to see some.
Yeah, medevac play would be good.
I don't know if Jax actually saw that really sneaky engineering bay going down here by Marini, but I don't really think that's that important. Either way,
unless he's like, planetary force rushing, which I would awesome to see.
Yes, because clearly cross-position Antiga Shipyard, he's going to be able to bring one over right now. Either way, Flannels, we do see exactly the same build as before, actually building a barracks on top of this reactor instead of going for the Hellions. Because he saw the wall off already, so he knows he can't just go straight to Hellions, so he's going to be going for siege tanks instead. And he needs to start getting siege mode, however, because just plain siege tanks aren't very effective unless you're playing a Protoss and you're 1-1-1-ing.
Okay, so now we do see...
I'm questioning this move here by Flannels to, take this expansion very quickly. Had he not been playing Marini, this is actually a really risky thing to do it without even getting his orbital command up yet. And only having about 4 Marines. In fact, army supply-wise, Marini's actually ahead.
That's correct. Plus the fact that Marini has a siege tank and almost has a siege tank out, and siege mode is almost done for Marini. Marini could do
getting that siege mode.
Yeah, but Marini could do like an aggressive push right now and maybe cause some damage because the natural seems very unprotected right now.
On the other hand, we do see a Hellion here controlling the tower, so even if he were to move out, unless he did a drop, which I don't even see a starport yet. I just saw Marini... Did Marini do this? Marini used one of his energies to put it on the supply depot. Yep.
To put it on the supply depot?
To put a supply on the supply depot. Right here.
You mean a supply drop?
Yeah, so he wasted... Okay, a mule is actually worth, I calculated, 300 minerals. Yes, 300 minerals.
Yeah.
It cost him 300 minerals to build the supply depot.
Basically, yes.
He's getting an armory right now, so either he's going for mech, or he's going for an early Thor. I hope he's going mech. I'm really hoping he's just going like siege tank mech. But both players are willing to go for a macro game here as neither player is willing to push out right now. Marini really needs to catch up in the expansions. I mean,
yes, I agree.
He has a huge force. If he would just utilize it, yeah, he wouldn't need to. But if he doesn't put on any pressure and he continues getting supply block like this, he's just going to let Jack build 2, SCVs at a time, along with plenty of mules for both players. As we can see, Jack is going to be moving out with this small force. His SCVs aren't rallied. Okay, there we go. With this small force, big enough and menacing enough that it could deal some damage to Marini, although Marini is moving out at the same time, and I think Marini actually might have an advantage here in army supply by 1, actually. But it'll all depend on positioning and whether Marini can get this to work. I don't know how Marini knew he was about to move out, because he seems to have spider senses here, building that command center right as he's about to push out and try to defend the space. Meanwhile, there seems to be a little bit of lag issue. We don't know where it's coming from, probably from Kevin. Yep, Kevin.
I think that was just luck.
Kevin is lagging. If you lag too much...
Pause the game.
We have some lag issues. Kevin, can you just leave?
Let me deal with this.
One sec while Kevin deals with his lag. I'm sorry about that. Kevin is dealing with it. We'll be live again in a second as soon as Kevin gets better internet. Marini is saying no worries, probably because... Wait a minute.
What's up?
Neither of you are stream cheating, correct? Just making sure.
Alright, hopefully the lag has gone away, but I can't guarantee it. Because it's actually not my fault.
Does that mean of course you're
someone using our internet?
Whatever. I'm not even gonna care if he's stream cheating. Like, even if he wasn't, like, hopefully the AUG is gone. So we are gonna get started right now. Ready?
Alright,
go. And we're back on, and we clearly see him running away immediately once he saw those siege tanks placed on the high ground right there. It's probably not even a good idea to, okay, seriously, we're still lagging, dude.
Yeah.
While Kevin sorts out the lag, Okay, Kevin, I think it's better if you just leave the game to save us some lag. But you can be right back. Kevin, are you there? Did you just quit out of Skype? Where are you going? Seriously? Can you just leave? Either way, we're waiting for Kevin here to actually do something about his lag, or just leave the game like I suggested he do. But
alright, I hope I fixed it. If it's not, I'll just leave the damn game. So
alright, we're resuming. If there's still lag, Kevin gets out. Alright, ready? And we're back live. Well, we were live before, but I mean, the game started again. Meanwhile, Marini is just going to take map control. Not Marini here. Flannels is just going to take map control here. I think that's a really good move considering he's on 2 base, and it's been on 2 base for this long, while Marini is just building his command center right now. He could just be taking a third right now. I mean, he's not really in any danger of anything happening. Kevin, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. You can keep talking. Go ahead.
Meanwhile, he's rallying all his troops to the middle here, so I don't really think he's gonna get out of here anytime soon. A really good position, especially Siege Tank Zalnaga Tower, is a really good combination of things. Meanwhile, yeah, we do see that third getting taken by Flannels. He knows exactly what he's gonna do. This player is good at this game.
Yeah, and so now Marini finally got stirred up. He's not making an orbital command. I mean, his natural. He's not making an orbital command out of it, which I disapprove.
Yes,
I disapprove.
Flannels is going to get a little confused because he scanned there once and saw 2 siege tanks and a group of Marine Marauder. He scanned it a second time. He still sees exactly 2 siege tanks and exactly the same number of Marine Marauder. So he's thinking there might be Banshees, or he's thinking that the macro is just bad. We don't know which one's which, but it's one of the two. So we do see that the third is being taken by Flannels. We're going to have to see whether it will come out. Marini is getting a Thor with a Viking.
Thor is here!
Thor is very cool here, except for the fact that he's going Marines. And as effective as that one Thor is, which is now being scanned again by Flannels, along with that one Viking, which won't be helpful for the 2 siege tanks he only has. I don't know why he's getting Vikings. He must think he's playing Protoss or something, because...
No, he's probably getting Vikings for the vision, dude.
Yeah, the Viking... The vision would be effective... Oh, we do see a drop, actually, coming here from Flannels here. The Viking would be effective for vision if there were more than 2 siege tanks in the entire fucking game. But there isn't, so we're going to have to see. We do see that he's actually ahead in upgrades. He's 2-0 against 0-0 here. So perhaps that will actually give him a little bit of lead. As you can see, 3-0 Marines.
Another drop's coming in. It's going to take a couple shots from the missile turret, and it might go down. And it goes down with 3 Marines?
3 or 4 Marines, yes. He needs to start taking out some of these SCVs quickly.
He doesn't have stim. If he had stim... He doesn't have stim. If he had stim, he would have done a lot more damage. No, he doesn't.
Oh, maybe that's why he has such a big army. Either way, he killed a decent amount of things there, but if we check the resources tab, he actually lost a little bit more in that engagement. 750 resources to 500. But SCVs take a while to replenish, while Marines are very quick and are basically a dime a dozen. If you didn't see my Mathcraft the other day, I figured out that a Terran could build 200 Marines in about 18 minutes.
Yeah, really don't listen to this kid. Just don't listen to this guy. His math. Not a big fan of his math.
Yeah, okay, my math is good enough to figure out what you got on that bio test. Oh, okay, I'll stop. Either way, we do see that some of these tanks...
Some of
these tanks need to get sieged up by Flannels here. He's just sieging up 3 of his tanks. I don't know. He just hasn't gotten around to it. Meanwhile, Flannels is taking a very large lead in the supply count, and could be taking his 4th by now. And Marini, meanwhile, is still on 2 base, keeping his energy low, and that mule, this mule right here.
I mean, what I like to see from Jack is the siege tanks along there, along the edge right there of the Marini's base, and like,
a Viking or a medevac.
Yeah, so that he can attack those supply depots, which would, pretty much guarantee a win if he just does one final
He
push.
seems to be pushing right now. And meanwhile, we do see that mule. I'm going to follow this mule. Like, I don't care about this battle up here. I'm just going to look at this mule down here.
Jeez.
Alright. He's sieging up his tanks. No, mule. No, I'll go over here. Mule. Oh, no, now he's mining. He's got the mule mining. It's mining over here, and we have a big push coming out by Flannels. Meanwhile, both players are supply blocked. They need to build some supply depots. Neither player is going to build a supply depot. Meanwhile, a sensor tower going down here for our orange player. Where is it being built? I can't find it.
On the edge of his base.
Oh, I see it right here. Meanwhile, we do see siege tanks moving out here. He needs to siege all of them. One of them is just not sieged. And this is a really good position here for,
Oh, Marini, don't lose your
Oh! If Thor's could burn down, that would be epic. But he needs to repair that instantly. Okay, Marini's gonna pick up the other Thor. He's gonna pick up the other Thor on the medevac. If that was a move, that's like kind of a move that MVP does often. He picks up the Thor that's being attacked by siege tanks to save it.
No, that's a good play because then.
That's a really good. That was it. The MVP does that a lot.
Okay. Okay, I was about to say.
It's very effective, except he needs to pick up the Thor that's weak. Meanwhile, he really needs to repair this Thor, because I'm pretty sure Thor can burn down. And I don't understand why Thor can't burn down, because it's bigger than like half the buildings in the game. It's bigger than a gateway.
We do see Marini's going for nuke again. He has a ghost already. His nuclear missile is already halfway done. Oh my god. If he just uses properly, it would turn the tide of this game.
Yeah, because nuclear missiles are actually effective in one thing, which is it forces those siege tanks to unsiege. If you don't unsiege, you get nuked. Literally. So, I mean, I would really love to see an elevator tactic, as I've seen before from the players, but 3 medevacs isn't going to do it. Meanwhile, more and more Marines are coming in here for Flannels to kill Marini. His name's Marini, but he's not building any Marines. But,
Not funny.
Shut up.
Oh, 2 Vikings! Pick off 1 medevac full of Marines.
And the other one is trying to run away here. And, yep, more Vikings are going to come in. Yeah, he's ready to run. Excuse me. Excuse me, it is cold in my room.
Whoa, shave there.
He's building a lot of Vikings. There's 6 Vikings here. I mean, really? Necessary? Like, there's no Colossi in the field.
And then Jack is taking the gold, because he's just total map control right now. Oh my god. Someone needs to end this, like, tiebreaker. I would love to see a nuke or a battlecruiser.
It's not really a tiebreaker, it's just a contain. Meanwhile, like...
Yeah.
This contain is actually really effective. I would love to see Marini build a command center and just float it over down to this middle base right here, and then continue expanding up here. If he did that, then he could get out of the mess he's in right now. 1-1 upgrade, 2-2 upgrades now for these Marines, while, Marini is still sticking to his 3-0 Marines. So, I would say that if the 2-2 upgrades finish, it will be actually really effective. We see Cloaking Field being researched for Banshees coming in for Flannel, because he can't break this.
Wait. Flannel's unsieged. And now what Marini has to do is cancel
but that nuke is going to miss, hopefully. Maybe it's going to hit a Marine. It might hit a Marine. No, it's going to miss everything.
No, what he should have done was charge in with his army, stem up, before his siege tanks reach siege.
Just a little bit slow on that, and therefore just didn't do anything. We do see a here that could hang out. All those Vikings get taken out quickly, forgetting about them over there. A blunder by Flannels, but it doesn't even matter because he just has too many troops. Meanwhile, he's coming up from the high ground. He needs to start shooting down those rocks, and he's going it. Marini can see this coming. He's going to try to take out a medevac or 2. You could just shoot this. Just shoot it down with your Marine. Flannels. You can... All these Vikings are a little bit out of position. He's going to stem in, and this battle will take place right here. This Thor isn't soaking up any damage, and he's just going to lose everything here. All those Marauders are not good against Marines. That one Hellion cannot take out anything at all. A scan going down. I don't even know who did this scan, but either way, it's completely useless. Sees nothing whatsoever. 7 Marines being built and 2 siege tanks. We can just see the macro power of Flannels. He's already remaxed. 2 more Banshees coming in here for the players. And that's, according to him, that's GG. And, yep, there is the good game. That was also a moderately one-sided game from Flannels. Good game right there. I really liked Mayor's play up to a point. Until he started losing map control, I loved his play. I didn't love it. I liked it. But until he lost he started losing map control, and he let the other Terran take this base and this base. By the way, these SCVs aren't mining. The SCVs right here, they're not mining. But, I mean, either way, this base, until he lost that, and when he got those Marines and Marauders and didn't attack when he saw the other player already expanded, those two are the things that really stops you from getting into the silver level. Either way, those were good games, and what do you call it, by both players. Flannels is going to move on here. Good job by Jack Summers. An excellent play right here. I hope the stream didn't actually lag as much. So, I'm going to... Antiga says to stop using that ghetto Boston internet. Either way, I'm going to get out of this game, and we're going to continue right after this.